Welcome back to MPT Now the Locker. I'm John Moore, and we are not in the locker. We are in the kitchen. So today, the first thing we're going to do is show you how to make a very healthy, inexpensive, 5-ingredient homemade salsa. Super easy. So the cool thing here is my wife is still joining me. She's part of this. Kristen is here. She's super happy right now because she is not on this side. She's on the other side of the camera. So she's doing all the camera work for all this stuff because she doesn't want to do this side. So there we have it. So she's here so she can say hi.
Hi.
She's here. Anyway, so we might talk every now and then. I might ask her questions, and that way you'll know she's really on the other side of the camera. All right, so I'm going to show you the 5 ingredients for this salsa. It is super easy. Obviously, you can change the recipe. You can do whatever you want with it, but this is a basic salsa, and I'll tell you where it came from. I worked at a Mexican restaurant in Leesburg 23 years ago, 22 years ago, quite some time ago. And they had my absolute all-time favorite salsa. So I saw them making it one day. They were making big, huge buckets of it. And I tried to watch what they put in it. And obviously I didn't get it right, but I came up with my own version and I like it better. The cool thing about this is if you ever invite us over for anything where we have to bring food, this is what I'm bringing because it's super easy. And if you don't like it, I can eat all of it. So I'm not really worried, but it's really good. So here's the 5 things. You ready? Super cheap can of diced tomatoes. I don't care what brand you get. Store brand is fine. They have all kinds. You can upgrade this and get diced tomatoes with green chilies or with whatever. We like the basic diced tomatoes. So that's 1. Cilantro. You can never put too much cilantro in this salsa. Some people disagree, but it's my salsa. So this is a clump of not so healthy looking cilantro. So this time of year, this is what you get. How pretty, right? Not so great. It doesn't have to look good. It just has to taste good because it's going in the salsa. This is a little small of a clump because I use an entire clump. So we might end up using 2. Are we good with 2? We're good with 2. We'll see. So yeah, we're going to use 2. So this is not pretty. All right, so here's what the big thing is with the salsa or the cilantro. You have to rinse it really good. I learned this the hard way. I grabbed a hunk, thought it was already clean, chopped it up, threw it in there, started eating it, and it tasted gritty. It was nasty. So I've already rinsed it. So you need... Normally in the summer, you can get like one of these clumps is this big, but they're not. They're smaller. So we're going to use the 2. Then you need an onion. So we're going to use an onion. We probably won't use this whole thing. We'll use a good portion of it, but I'll show you how much of this we use. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to use garlic. I'll show you how much of this we're going to use. And then we use crushed red pepper. Let me show you. All right, crushed red pepper, doesn't matter what kind, and that's it. So these 5 things right here are going to turn into my absolute favorite salsa, and I'll show you how to put them together in just a minute. All right, we've got some of the stuff ready to go. I didn't want to get it all ready before, so I'm going to show you. We are going to blend this in a Vitamix. So here's how we start this. The 1 can of diced tomatoes, the whole thing. Drop that in there. Now, little trick we learned from Rachel Ray years ago. Thank you, Rachel Ray. Is all this is now my trash can. So all the bad, scrappy stuff goes right in there. So we don't have to have a million things all over the place. All right. Now, here's the onion. We're going to cut that up, and this is how big. We're just cutting it into smaller pieces. It doesn't have to be completely diced up because that's what this will do. Actually, I said we weren't going to use this whole thing, but I lied. We are. There you go. So that's how much of that's going in there. All right. Ooh, scoot all this over. All right, garlic. Let me show you how much garlic. You can never put too much garlic in this either. So after you've eaten some of this stuff, people will stay away from you. So social distancing, eat the salsa. You'll smell like garlic for a couple days. You know why garlic is good for you? Absolutely. It is a natural antibiotic. So no drugs in your body. Good way to just do it naturally. If you're feeling sick, this is the worst thing with garlic. All that little stuff sticks to your fingers. I'm having a hard time over here. We'll have to have a prep crew make all this stuff in advance. Now, this is the fun part. All right. So this is how much garlic. I'll show you. This is how much garlic I'm going to use. Let me show you. Come on over here. Bring it up here. Look at this garlic. So this is how much we're going to use. It's a lot. Yes. Right? But, like I said, you can't use too much garlic. So we're just going to chop this up a little bit. It doesn't have to be completely diced. Like, you don't have to use a fancy schmancy, what do you call it? Garlic press? I don't even know what it's called. That's how non-fancy we are. All right. All that goes in. Whoop, whoop. Make sure you get it all in there. All right. There's that. So we've got now 1, 2, 3 items in there. Crushed red pepper. Now, a lot of people use jalapeno peppers, or the peppers, real hot peppers. I don't like the jalapeno peppers because for me, whenever I've used them, it tastes waxy. The whole salsa has a wax thing, and I don't like it. So this is what you do. Just start shaking. And you make it as spicy as you want, or as not. All right, now this is the fun part about the cilantro. You ready? You find that little twist tie thing, and you cut right above it, and drop the rest of that stuff in there. And we're doing 2 because these are small. In you go. Into our little trusty whatever thing there. Boop, boop. So when you're done getting everything into the Vitamix or blender, whatever blender you've got, this is what you end up with. This is my other trick. This. Clean. One thing for trash. Throw it away. The cleanup is simple. All right. So we'll be right back. We're going to blend this thing back up, and then I'll let you see what it looks like. All right, here we go. We are going to take all of this, stick it on top of the Vitamix. One thing that I did do, and you'll figure this out if you make it, I had to take this wooden spoon and shove some of the stuff down because it doesn't always grab it right away. But your blender might be better. We had a mishap years ago. This is the Vitamix that has that little plungy thing in there. And I have to tattle on my wife real quick. She did that without putting the lid on it. And she shoved it down in there and it ate the thing. So we don't have one anymore. Okay, here we go. This is how long you do it. Watch. Ready? Done. That's it. You just have to watch it. Make sure that it sucks the stuff from the top down to the bottom. And boom, you are done. Ah, amazing. So you want to see what it looks like? I'm going to actually, it doesn't look pretty. It's not supposed to. But if you look at the color, the greener, the better. So this is what it looks like in the blender. And it smells amazing and fresh. So 5 ingredients, and this is it's a good amount of salsa for that little bit. So let me tell you the price of this. I think the garlic was a thing this size was 79 cents, and we used probably 4 little pieces of it. So you could make multiple batches out of this. The diced tomatoes, I think, were less than $2, like $1.50 maybe. The crushed red pepper we've had for ages, so I don't know how much this costs, but it's probably maybe less than $5 for crushed red peppers. And then the cilantro was $1 something a clump. Oh no, it was two clumps for $2 something. It was a weird thing. So basically, if I'm doing the math, it's like less than $5 to make this. And this is super healthy. Lots of tomatoes in it. You can use fresh tomatoes in the summer if you want to dice them yourself. That's great. I don't want to do that. My wife prefers lime in this. I don't like it, so I don't ever squeeze lime in it. You can do that. I don't add salt to it. You can do all kinds of stuff, but this is like a basic let's get you making salsa thing. Then you can play it from there and go your own direction. This is as far as I'm going with it. This is what I like right here. So if nobody else likes it, I'm going to eat it all. So there you have it, salsa on a budget. Healthy, 5 ingredients. If you have questions, comments, if you try this, comment below. Let us know how it turned out. If you have questions on it, obviously you can't tell what this tastes like, so you don't know if it turned out right. But if you just put those 5 things in, you can't go wrong. And it's your salsa when you make it. You just start with this and go. So our little tagline for our production company is Good Job Wagner. So we hashtag Good Job Wagner for everything. So if you're going to try this brand new thing and you've never done it, good job, Wagner. And there you go. We'll see you on the next video.